What if everything you believe to be real was actually a carefully crafted illusion, a mirage designed to keep you from seeing the truth? You are not experiencing reality. You are experiencing a very specific and limited interpretation of reality, a filtered and distorted version of what truly is. What you are about to learn is more vital to your life and your freedom than you can possibly imagine. Pay close attention, do not skip this video, because the implications of this truth are more profound than you could possibly realize. Your life, as you currently perceive it, is not as solid or fixed as you have been led to believe. It's a constantly shifting projection, and understanding the mechanics behind this illusion is the key to unlocking your true potential. Your reality is not a fixed, objective thing. It is a mental projection, a holographic construct shaped by your individual consciousness and collective beliefs. Think of it as a dream, a shared experience that feels real, but is, in fact, a construct created within your mind. This dream is so convincing, so meticulously detailed, that it's difficult to question its validity, and this is precisely how this illusion is maintained. What we experience is not the totality of existence. Instead, it's a carefully curated version, shaped by our perceptions, our beliefs, and a web of unseen influences that actively benefit from your continued unawareness. This concept might seem radical, perhaps even unbelievable, but the path to understanding this begins by recognizing the pattern through which reality has been presented to us. We have all been taught to accept a certain version of reality, a version that's often presented as absolute and undeniable. But what if this version is only one perspective of a much larger, more complex truth? We've been given a simple, Newtonian view of the universe, but what if there is a whole other dimension of reality, right under our noses, that remains unseen until now? The truth is, reality is not what it seems. It's a dynamic, fluid, and ultimately, a personal construct, and understanding this is the first step towards reclaiming your power. The implications of this understanding reach far beyond mere intellectual curiosity. They are directly related to your freedom, your happiness, and your ability to realize your fullest potential. If reality is indeed a projection, a kind of elaborate video game, then understanding its underlying code gives you the ability to change the game itself. To remain unaware of this is to stay trapped, living a life dictated by external forces, a life of limitations. The consequences of staying asleep within this illusion are dire. A cycle of unconscious behavior, a constant seeking of external validation, and an inability to break free from suffering, all because you have been led to believe that you have no control. There is a force that actively benefits from you remaining unaware, a system that thrives on your ignorance, maintaining its power by keeping the masses in a perpetual state of sleep, disconnected from their own inner power. This is not a conspiracy theory, but a recognition of an energetic truth, that control is maintained through the manipulation of perceptions. And it is only by understanding the true nature of reality that you can break these chains and emerge into a world of infinite potential. Understanding this isn't just a fascinating concept, it's the key to a life of empowerment. You've been given a map to escape the matrix, a set of instructions that will allow you to reshape your experience. The themes of this video will revolve around the power you have and the nature of consciousness, which are fundamentally intertwined as we explore the path towards self-mastery. To fully understand this, we need to first look at how our sensory experiences limit our perception of reality. Our eyes, for example, only perceive a narrow band of the electromagnetic spectrum, the visible light range. We are blind to the vast spectrum of infrared, ultraviolet, and countless other frequencies that exist all around us, but are simply undetectable to the human eye. Imagine all the colors we don't see, the frequencies of light that remain invisible to us. They exist, they are there, yet our senses are incapable of perceiving them. Similarly, our ears can only detect a limited range of sound frequencies, leaving us deaf to ultrasonic and infrasonic vibrations that are continuously present in the environment. We are like fish in a bowl, thinking the bowl is the whole world, unaware of the vast ocean that exists all around us, a vast ocean that is filled with energies beyond our limited comprehension. This is further demonstrated by the existence of optical illusions, which clearly illustrate how easily our brains can be tricked, demonstrating that what we perceive is not always a true reflection of what is. And this is only the beginning. Our perceptions are not only limited by our senses, they are also profoundly influenced by our beliefs and conditioning, and this influence extends far beyond what we may realize. From the moment we are born, we are subjected to a constant stream of information and social conditioning that shapes our worldview and limits what we perceive as possible. Schools teach obedience, not critical thought. Media programs emotional reactions, often distorting reality to serve particular agendas, and you have been programmed since birth to accept a reality that is convenient for those in power. We are taught to conform, to accept limitations, and to believe in a reality that is controlled by external forces, and this is the greatest trap of all. This conditioning creates a filter through which we interpret the world, limiting our awareness and perpetuating the illusion of a fixed and unchangeable reality. This programming is so deeply ingrained that we often mistake it for truth, failing to realize that our perception of reality is not a direct experience, but a carefully constructed narrative, and this narrative is actively being written by others. What is presented is always different from what is real, and this difference is where the power lies. What you see in the mirror is not the real you. It's an interpretation, a reflection, a type of illusion that shows an appearance, but not the true depths of your being. But beyond these limitations, beyond the control systems, lies a deeper truth that the systems don't want you to know. That reality, at its core, is a mental construct. This idea is not new. It has been echoed through the ages in both scientific and philosophical teachings, and we will begin to explore these as we go further. The ancient Hermetic principle of the all is mind speaks to this very idea, proposing that the universe itself is mental. Similarly, the double-slit experiment in quantum physics demonstrates how the act of observation directly influences the behavior of particles, suggesting that reality is not fixed until it is observed, bringing into question the very fabric of what we consider to be real, revealing that we are all participants in the creation of reality, and that we have more power than we have been led to believe. In future sections, we will explore how to use these keys and techniques to consciously shape your own life. If reality is indeed a projection, then who is the projector? If reality is not fixed, can it be manipulated, changed, or transformed according to our will? This reality, which we all believe to be so real, is actually a construct, a type of shared dream that's being actively maintained by something other than what we perceive. There is an unseen force that benefits from you remaining asleep, and that force relies on your belief that you have no control. Just as the universe is mind, so too is your individual reality created by your own mind, and this is where your true power resides. The journey we are about to embark on will delve deep into these questions, revealing the underlying mechanics of reality and providing the tools for you to take back control of your life. We will explore how to access this deeper reality and how you can step into your role as the conscious co-creator that you were always meant to be, leading you towards liberation and a life of infinite potential. The time for awakening is now, and what you learn in this video will forever change the way you perceive the world and the way you perceive yourself, which is why you must pay attention.